Hey everyone, Darren here, aka Irish Latino Reacts, Irish on the bottom, Latin American on top, and today we're watching Season 2, Episode 8 of Babylon 5. Sorry if I seem a little more subdued today, everyone. It is Christmas Eve as I record this, so Merry Christmas to everyone. I know if you are watching this on YouTube, it's going to be after Christmas Eve and after Christmas. Flew in today to Rhode Island. I'm in my dad's house, and my dad had to go to the hospital because he caught pneumonia. So I was with him earlier, doing okay. But obviously, really, really sucky time to have that happen. Yeah, I hope you guys appreciate me being honest. This YouTube channel is an outlet for me, as well as everything else it does. Yeah, so that's what's happening now. It's funny, like you see the Christmas tree behind me, and for me, my Christmas tree back in Denver, I keep it up for pretty much the whole winter through to the end of February. I just consider it a winter tree. After that, I don't see any reason why you want to take that festiveness down, especially in the coming months, January, February, which a lot of times are even colder and more dreary than December, depending on where you are. I have an aunt that will put her Christmas tree up the day after Thanksgiving and take it down the day after Christmas religiously. Pun not intended there. I'm just like, well, I would never want to do that. So if your point is, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you see the Christmas tree, you think it's kind of out of place. Well, it's not out of place for me. All right, quick little intro here. First note, I just wrote down compare last episode, episode 7 of season 2, my favorite of this season so far, to episode 5 of season 1. And if you guys remember, that got the silver medal in my ranking at the end of last season. And I just feel like there is some comparison there because neither of them had any really high stakes things going on. Didn't really roll any balls forward. Not many implications going forward. Maybe there are a few, but you know what I mean. Neither of them were signs of importance, right? It was just like nice to see life on Babylon 5. And now, very different life. All the religious ceremonies of 1X05 and all the Londo stuff here and the Talia stuff in 2X07. And of course, the Talia wasn't as cheery, but it did give me that like kind of community feel of a space station, which is something I love, an aspect of Battlestar Galactica I love so much. So even though it might seem strange to compare those two episodes on the surface, it did occur to me to do that. Let's see next. Just the last one. I'm just gonna cut it here. I love the line by T. You can face him in his bed or his deathbed with equal calm. T was talking to T in the med bay last episode when she said that. I just think she was an amazing character, and I really hope we see her again. Timoth. Her name is Timoth. I'd like to thank all my Patreon supporters for always supporting me. If you'd like to join them and gain access to full-length reactions nearly 3.5 weeks early, you can find a link down in the description below. That's the $5 tier, top tier. There's also a $3 tier if you want to be 3 weeks ahead of the edited YouTube drop where you don't need your own copy. And there's a $1 tier, which is there just for the sake of supporting me. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not yet subscribed, please really consider doing so. Helps out the channel so much, but it's so much more true for such a small channel as mine. Also leave a like, leave a comment down below, letting me know not only what you thought of this episode, but of my reaction to it. So without further ado, let's get into season 2, episode 8 of Babylon 5. And this video is going to be opposite of the rest. The episode's going to be up here, and I'm going to be over here.
With Earth Central reporting a 15% drop in station revenue over the past 2 months.
Why the drop?
We've had a lot of Earth Force military transports come through lately, forcing us to route some of our commercial traffic elsewhere. Just one last item, which also affects the station budget.
Budgetary
Since we've been running
talks,
at a
let's
deficit
go.
for a while, and
Heard about what?
You're only the
space on
commander.
Babylon 5 is at a premium. The larger the living quarters, the more Earth can charge for rent.
Yeah.
They've decided that our quarters are larger than necessary. They want us to relocate to smaller quarters.
Oh, shit.
Or start paying rent.
Rent.
Rent?
Yes, sir. 30 credits a week, starting immediately.
And this us would be...
You and me, yes.
Yeah.
Everyone else is pretty much decoded.
Oh, yeah? Well, you can tell Earth Central they can take a fly
It's only 30 credits a week, sir. It's not that much.
I don't care if it's 1 credit a week. I don't care
Is
if it's
one credit
$1
$1?
a month.
Can I think of it
The
that way?
principle of the thing.
Principle,
the smaller
sure.
quarters actually quite nice.
Ivanova, I am not moving, and I am not paying
I agree with
rent.
Sheridan right here. He's the
And
fucking
neither are you.
commander. Yeah.
I mean, we were on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
Yeah.
busting our butts for Earth, and now they want to charge us for an extra 5 square feet?
7 feet.
Whatever. I'll go live
I'm
it down
Sheridan.
below before I'll pay him a penny.
Drinking a beer, and I'll probably hit a vape every once in a while during this. I don't usually like to do that. I never like to do the vape during reactions, but considering the circumstances, I hope you guys can
This is
understand that.
unnecessary, you know.
Was that Mars?
If you just give us
And
the
that's
information
Bester.
we need, we could stop this.
Wait,
We don't blame you.
is that... Oh.
Fell under the influence of outsiders
His profile looked like Welsh
Used
for a
you.
second, but...
and then abandoned you.
Is that Welsh?
You were raised by the core,
No, he's a
your
Psychor.
father and your mother.
Ew. So more Psychor stuff. I kept talking about it as a plot device, a really good plot device, once again.
We know there's an underground railroad helping unregistered telepaths.
Oh, to avoid
Who was your
Psychor.
contact? Who's running the operation?
Never use names.
Avoid Psychor so they don't
You
end
know
up
where
like
they're going, don't you?
Susan's mother,
There has to be a
right?
central clearinghouse for the underground railroad. Where is it?
Oh. Ah. Once again, a little bit of influence from like the Force. Not choking, but oh god. A little convulsion and death.
I caught it.
Don't do that, Bester. Don't, please. He's gonna be trying to find
Babylon 5.
Babylon 5, a Harriet Tubman type figure, and Veer, my man.
They nibble a little bit here, a little bit there. Next thing you know, you're not even in penny pinching. Let's
Yeah,
stick it to
Sheridan
the
can
new
see
guy pinheads.
the slippery
All of them.
slope. I commend him for
30
that.
credits a week.
I'm on Sheridan's side wholeheartedly.
Well, if you need a place to stay, I've got a spare cot at my place.
You've got a spare cot.
Probably.
I don't even have a spare
It's probably in the
How the hell
closet.
do you rate a spare cot?
Well, requisitioned it for medical purposes.
Damn. Always knew I should have been a doctor.
I was wondering if you could help me. If you could help me better understand what it is to be human. And if I am to be a bridge of understanding between humans and Minbari, it would help if I knew more about your people.
Ask Lanier.
What would you suggest?
Lanier can tell you about motorcycles.
Dinner.
This evening okay?
Until then, Captain.
I mentioned before, Jelen's, she's playing a tricky game here, being, getting close with Sheridan.
One day they're shooting at you, the next day they're taking you out to dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, I
What
kind of forgot
universe?
about his Minbari past for a moment there. I didn't think we'd get a Bester episode or even see him this
Sometime
so
now
soon
we've
after
been
last
aware of an
episode with
underground
Talia.
railroad, smuggling unregistered telepaths away from Earth to the outer
Oh,
colonies where the core
serious?
can't reach them.
Oh, so far I don't see a problem.
Is that unregistered telepaths are a security risk
He couldn't be here if
for us to
Sinclair was
ensure their
still
safety and
command,
privacy of normals.
right?
We believe the underground railroad is operating through Babylon 5. It must be closed down.
Through Babylon
We'd
5.
appreciate your cooperation, Captain.
I can see how unregistered telepaths would be a danger for certain ways, like if they use their telepathy for, for bad. But they're also avoiding, like, all of the other stuff that Susan wished her mother could have avoided.
And if there is some kind of illegitimate travel going through here, it's a threat to station security, and we have to know about it.
Oh, come on, Garibaldi, you can't tell me you agree with this.
Oh,
You want to help them?
Want to agree that has nothing to do with it. The law is the law.
Of course, she's going to react this way.
The Corps got started because we were afraid of telepaths. Now they're victims of our own fears. And we took away every right they had and shoved them into a big black box called Psychor. Now look at them. Black uniforms, jack boots, giving orders. Some days they scare the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you ask me, we created our own monster.
That was what he was saying.
We deserve it. All right, give him whatever help he needs, but keep an eye on him.
2 eyes. As often as you can spare them.
I suggest you check the files on Mr. Bester. We had a few problems with him last year involving a rogue telepath named Ironheart.
Jason.
You might want to find out a little bit more about who you're dealing with.
And Sinclair punched Bester, right? I'm right about that.
Did you scan them?
You know the rules against scanning normals without their permission?
So, are you scanning me?
You can't tell?
You'd notice.
Right. I thought
Not if it was just a surface scan.
Oh, okay.
I'd only do that if I suspected you were doing something inappropriate.
She's keeping
Well, then you have nothing to worry about.
that stuff to herself. She saw last episode. What?
You didn't hear that?
What? Sorry, it's all background noise.
He's here, all right. I saw him.
Did he sense you?
Oh, that guy.
I don't know. Maybe. Look, we knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. So what we have to do now is warn the runner and get the hell out of here.
So this is the Underground Railroad.
I know. Bester will try to stop us. So we don't have any choice.
The runner.
We have to kill him.
I'm down. I'm down for that. Killing Bester.
I apologize for being late, Captain. I decided that as part of learning more about humans, I would try to dress like one tonight.
I did notice
I hope
that.
it does not offend you.
No, not at all.
Cleavage offend me?
Very
No.
attractive. Please.
There is some weird, sexual tension between them now. I kind of wanted to say
Something I
something.
can do for you?
Last scene, in a way, but now it's obviously more apparent.
The woman who sold me this told me that I would definitely turn heads. This is all so new to me. What would you recommend?
See what we have, huh?
Is the food different for her too? Maybe get her drunk, Sheridan. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, because they can't drink.
Over here.
Lanier told us that.
Look, can I talk to you for a second?
What, is this official business?
Hey, everybody! Garibaldi's here on official business.
What is this, a party?
Next round's on Mr. Garibaldi!
Come on, you know the rules. No official business inside Earhart, so you buy everybody's drinks.
But I was kind of hoping to talk to you on the QT.
QT? Oh,
So, what can I do for you?
wait, no, I
I
don't.
need a contact inside the Underground Railroad.
Great. Good hunting to you. So what have I got to do with it?
Come on, Ivanova, this is me.
Yes, it is. And you're so cute when you're worried about investigating someone close to you.
Oh, she's had a few
Send me
drinks,
dead
I
wrong.
think.
Look, Michael, there's no love lost between me and the Psych Corps, but I've got nothing to do with this.
An operation like this couldn't work without support from someone inside the station. I figured it was you. Nuts.
If you ever bring that cat within 15 feet of me again, I will have you both up on charges.
We do not have cats on Minbar. We have gawks.
Gawks?
Gawks!
Remember,
Such creatures are an attempt by the universe to make sure that we never take ourselves too seriously.
Lana got something wrong about a cat a few episodes
what's
ago,
funny?
too, right? What was it?
When I think of Minbari, I don't generally think of them laughing.
I think of them dying and exploding.
Is that part of the change you've gone through, or?
We believe that no race can be truly intelligent without laughter.
Okay.
It would appear that we have much more in common than we imagined.
This is weird. I like it
Who'd have thought?
from a narrative standpoint. Just want to be clear about that. She's putting herself out there, though. Other Minbar aren't gonna like that.
I've been thinking about our last experience together, the Jason Ironheart situation.
When I got punched in the face.
As our representative on Babylon 5, it occurs to me that we should know each other a little.
Dinner,
Perhaps you'd join me for breakfast tomorrow morning.
breakfast, far less sexy.
I'll be there.
But that's good. I don't want not them, not Bester and anyone,
Good night, Ms. Winter.
except his real world wife, who I hear is lovely.
His name is Jason Ironheart.
Yeah, all the way back,
We were lovers.
episode 6
Do you know
of
what
season
it's like
1.
when telepaths make love, Commander?
Pretty sure I'm right about that.
There is no more Jason.
There he is, baby.
I am something else.
His acting was great.
I give you a gift. The only gift I have to give.
Yeah, did we know about the gift? I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was clear. She tried to move the penny. Did she? Oh God, I don't. I wish I could remember right now. I should. Or is this the first time we see the penny move? Shit, I'm gonna have to go back and Look. Wow. Now she can become an assassin if she wants.
Twice today. Why hasn't he seen this?
Oh.
Was that the other part of the gift?
Undetectable. He is inebriated.
Forget it.
Oh.
Sealed.
What?
Oh.
Direct orders from Earth Central. Your quarters and mine have been sealed until we either move to smaller quarters or begin paying rent on the bigger ones.
Wow.
Garibaldi let me know a little while ago.
If they think that they are going to pressure me like this, they're wrong.
I was just on my way to rent a room when I saw you.
No. No way in hell. That's just as bad as paying them for using our own quarters.
Hey, Franklin
No,
has a
sir.
cot.
All right, then. What do you suggest?
They can't scan us if they don't catch us. Just have to make sure we don't get caught.
That's what Jensen thought. And just before he died, he cracked. We can't afford it. Do it again.
That was the guy in the first scene.
My lamb was sure to go.
This is like a code for them, or like a way to tell others that you're in the
Comfortable?
Underground Railroad?
Couldn't be better.
In his office?
Gotta take a hard line with these people, Susan. Can't show a moment's weakness.
Yes, sir.
I heard a good one today. How many Minbari does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know, sir. How many Minbari does it take to screw in a light bulb?
None. They always surrender right before they finish the job, and they never tell you why.
That's not a good one at all.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Kosh.
Kosh who?
Gesundheit.
These jokes suck, Sheridan. Yeah, I'm with Susan.
Were you like this when you were married?
Huh? Yeah.
Woman was a saint.
I'm an intelligent life form, according to the Minbari.
Yeah, we really see this transition of how Sheridan, his outlook on Minbari, maybe, through Gillette, obviously.
Obviously, things back home have been a little tense ever since the president died. Do they ever talk about what happened?
Why? According to the news, it was an accident.
So it was.
Yeah, right.
Still, if you could keep an eye on things for us, we'd...
Almost ready. In position.
Keys here in the Underground Railroad.
Made it.
Get down!
Oh, assassination attempt on Bester. Oh! Oh, shit. What? Uh-oh. Oh, drugged her. Talia rhymes with trauma.
They know we're onto them. Why else would they try to kill me?
What about Talia?
As far as I know, she got out.
You mean you haven't heard from her since the attack?
No, but I'm sure she's fine. It's me they were after.
Unless they took her in order to get to you. Has that thought ever occurred to you now that you managed to save your own skin?
Check her
Won't do them any
orders.
good. She doesn't know anything that could hurt me or the Corps.
Doesn't get it, does he?
Hey, wake up! The hell with what she does or doesn't know. She could be dead right now.
Garibaldi!
You should have told her she was missing as soon as you called in.
If you're this worried, Mr. Garibaldi, I suggest you double your efforts to find these people.
It's too risky. She's with the psych ward.
We have to kill her before she identifies us.
Wait.
How are they going to leverage her? Underground Railroad. Creepy.
We don't want to hurt you. We will if we have to, but we don't want to.
You're only hurting yourselves. The Corps is here to protect you.
I don't believe that, and neither do you.
That's not true.
It will be. Very soon, you're almost there.
What do you want from me?
I want you to understand.
Just heard from the people running the Underground Railroad. They've got Talia. No, she's okay. They haven't hurt her, and they don't intend to.
Call
They want to
Franklin?
arrange a meeting between you and the head of the operation. Just you, nobody else. And if anyone else shows, the meeting's off.
And if I don't come, what happens to Talia?
Nothing. No, this isn't a hostage situation, Captain. The situation is spinning out of control. They're trapped. They're trying to find a way out without anyone else getting hurt.
It is a hostage
You think I
situation
can
still,
trust
though.
Yes.
Why?
Once again, why is
I can't tell you right now.
Franklin delivering this message?
I guess you're just going to have to trust me.
I'm really
All right.
confused. Why is he
Waiting
part of
for it.
this?
And I guess that's how they found my brother before they found me. They said he could either join the Corps, go into a relocation camp, or take the sleepers. It shut off his talent, but it didn't stop him from speaking out against the Corps. Until one day when they came to give him his injection, he closed his eyes and never woke up.
The Corps doesn't murder its own.
I was there. All you need to do is scan me to see for yourself.
I don't want to.
You're afraid to.
The Corps raised me. It gave me everything I have.
And took away everything you were born with.
Mm.
Took away your freedom, and you wear that badge and those gloves every day of your life while you are out among normals. Keeps you separate from them, from each other. independent, afraid.
You're distorting everything.
Am I? Bester shot your friend, Ironheart. He was a rogue. A runaway, just like us.
You know what?
That's not the worst.
I have a theory that just popped into my head.
Here's the information you asked for. The two shooters were living in down below like I figured. Stuff to track expenses down there. Most of it's bartered.
Oh, those are the body
Both
stuff.
living on the
Sorry.
same level.
Probably wanted to stick close together for mutual protection. The others might be there as well.
That's what I figured. I'm putting a team together now. We'll pick you up at your quarters in an hour, and we'll go in together. That's together. Clear?
Of course.
My talent woke up when I hit puberty. The court took me in, said I was a P11, as high as you can go before they turn you into a psy cop. After 2 years, they picked another P11 and said I had to marry him. They wanted to increase the odds of breeding a P12 or higher. I refused. One night, I woke up, something soft over my face. The next morning, they tried to tell me it was all just a dream. 4 weeks later, I discovered I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
When she was born, they took her from me.
Wow. That's dark, man.
As soon as I could walk, I escaped from the hospital. I never saw my baby again.
So my theory is, did the Psychor do something to Talia's parents? Pretty easy theory to come up with. But how would he know, this guy?
Maybe the core served a function a long time ago. Now it's something else.
So what do you expect me to do? Snap my fingers and make it all go away? You're asking me to take everything I believe and turn it upside down. Why are you telling me this?
Because you're special.
Why?
Your friend Ironheart
Oh, duh. Gave her that gift.
was my friend too. When he escaped, I went with him. Helped set all this up.
Oh. This was set up back
Touched you.
in episode 6?
I know he gave you something.
Okay. He doesn't have it. I thought he might have had it too.
I know you can help us if you want to.
Assassinate Bester. Just close off a little artery. The implications of her having that power are huge, immense, obviously.
Hello, Captain.
I thought the message said for me to come alone.
Yeah.
It did.
Well, don't you think your presence might scare off the guy who's running this operation?
No, not really, considering I am the guy running this operation.
What?
I hope you have one hell of a good explanation for this, Doctor.
I think he does, Captain. And I think you should listen to him. I think you should listen to all of them.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I was like, why is Franklin getting
Back on
contact with
Earth,
blah, blah,
there are
blah.
things.
I still never thought this.
Kind of things you're not supposed to hear about. Breeding telepaths against their will. So-called relocation camps for rogue telepaths that aren't much better than concentration camps.
Yeesh.
Started when a few doctors began referring latent telepaths to each other, keeping them out of circulation. But we couldn't just keep moving them around like checkers. We had to get them away from Earth. They were filtered into Babylon 5 on business visas. Last year, I set up a clinic down below so we could start processing runaways and
I remember
changing
that.
records without anyone from MedLab knowing about it.
That's crazy.
Trust my staff, but the Psy Corps has a knack for intimidation.
In principle, I agree with what you're doing. But there are laws. And whether I like them or not, I'm a soldier. I am honor-bound to obey the law.
And as a doctor, I'm honor-bound to help these people.
So what am I supposed to do now? If I turn you in, and right now I'm more than a little tempted, I embarrass the station, Earth Central, and give the folks back home one more reason to shut us down. And if I don't turn you in,
Just as
I'm an
complicit.
accomplice.
Yeah.
There's a third option.
Bellas.
He's coming.
Listen to me. You have nothing to be afraid of. Come back with me. You won't be harmed.
Of course they will.
Talia?
So Talia didn't know about this, but
You'll
now,
destroy them inch by inch as a lesson to the rest.
she's listening to
You
Franklin
want to
on
keep us frightened and isolated.
Franklin's side.
Not just from normals, but from each other. That's the real reason we wear gloves, isn't it? To keep us apart. But what happens when the gloves come off?
Don't force me to...
They all gang up on him telepathically.
It's not working. Someone is fighting us.
Besides Bester? Oh, wait. Oh! Oh! Talia! What the? No! Talia, no! You're now... She's now a murderer? Oh my God.
The main thing is the leader's gone.
This was all planned by
Cut
them?
off the head. The body dies with it. You had me going for a moment there.
All planned by them for her to
Core
get
is mother, the core
captured.
is father. I know where my loyalties lie.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going back up now. Security will be here within 20 minutes. I didn't want them asking these people any questions, and I don't want to answer any myself.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
I don't suppose anyone would like to tell me what just happened.
What did you see?
Wait, what?
Bester came down the hallway. He said something. Talia came out, joined the others. Then he stopped. He stared for a moment. Then he smiled and went back the way he came.
But that's not what he saw.
Which was?
So this was all like a
He saw what we wanted him
a
to see.
projection?
An illusion?
A telepathic projection.
Ah!
I
Layer
thought
after
psychops
layer
were
after
too strong
layer.
for that sort of thing.
Individually, yes. Any one of us alone never could have done it. But together, we were able to burrow past his defenses.
Jesus.
Now, as far as Bester's concerned, Underground Railroad is dead, along with its leader. He won't press the issue because he doesn't want to be linked to a bunch of dead bodies.
Wow.
And all I have to do is let him go. And no more Underground Railroad.
No.
Babylon 5's gotten too hot for it.
Oh.
Others will pick up where I left off.
Well, if there's nothing illegal going on here anymore, Mr. Bester drops his request. Who am I to argue?
I thought the whole point of this projection and
Get your
whatnot,
people out of here, and I don't want to see any of them around here again.
fooling Bester
Clear?
was to keep the Underground Railroad going on Babylon 5. But now it's suddenly too hot? That's confusing. Bester's not going to suspect Babylon 5 anymore.
There's only one thing on my mind right now.
What's that?
Rent?
I need a drink.
And a place to stay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc.
His
I
cop.
just about managed to forget about that.
You know you can't go back again.
I can't leave the Corps. They'll come after me.
No, I mean in here. You know too much. If Bester scans you, he'll... Can you keep him out?
Yeah.
Jason's little gift.
He gave you more than you know. What we did back there shouldn't have worked, not with that side cop.
What?
Tipped the balance.
Okay.
Then what am I?
The future.
I don't think this protest is going to work. And Earth Central never gives in when it comes to money. But if you're determined to keep at it, I'm prepared to do the same. Item 2, you snore.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Captain, either you snore or last night we had a hell of a breach in the hull.
You can sleep in your own quarters tonight. Security's probably unlocked them by now.
They gave in?
No. I'm deducting 60 credits per week from the budget set aside to maintain combat readiness.
Okay.
And applying it against the rent.
Okay.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that I'm not ready to fight anybody until I've had a decent night's sleep in my own damn bed.
Just moving
You
funds
got a problem
around.
with that?
No, none whatsoever. I rather like the idea of Earth Central paying rent to itself. It has a...
They won't be able to see
Now, if
that?
you'll excuse me, I think I'll go to my quarters and collapse.
This was never going to work. They
I'd better get
can't
back.
take showers and this
There's
and that.
always a mountain of paperwork waiting for me. I was informed that Sheridan would be supportive of the Corps. I'm disappointed by his attitude.
You won't have a problem keeping an eye on him, will you?
No. No problem at all.
Good.
Let's try to see what's happening. What's happening? He's trying to scan her. She'll successfully keep him out. Yeah, she's like, turn the fuck back around. On call 24/7.
I bring gifts.
Miss Winters, it's late.
I know. I just wanted to say that you were right and I was wrong about the Corps.
Huh.
I can't go into details, but in light of recent events, I think we need to reevaluate our relationship. I need someone to talk to. And strange as this sounds, you're the only one I can think of. Unless my being here offends you.
No, you don't offend me, but that does.
Okay. Doesn't mean she's quitting. She's not quitting. So I guess we're made to assume right there that Susan knows everything that went down there. Okay. God, there's a lot to unpack in this episode. Holy crap. All right, another episode of Babylon 5 down. I don't have a rolling chair, so I'm staying right here for the moment. But let's talk about it, shall we? Okay, there is a hell of a lot to unpack from that episode. I'm sure I'm not going to make every point I should, get to every aspect of the episode. Is very multi-layered. So whatever I miss, hopefully my Patreon supporters will help me out and I'll be able to address certain things I miss in the intro of next episode. The first thing I want to say is I'll call him the leader of the underground. He was telling Talia that, Jason gave her more powers than she knows, made her more powerful than she knows. Now, of course, we know about, I called it the assassination power, but it's telekinesis, right? Being able to move stuff with your mind, Matrix style, but he could do it in such a minute way that you could go in and close off someone's artery, someone's aorta, and kill them without any physical evidence linking it back to you. And I mentioned that if she does have that power, we confirmed she was moving the penny. I'm forgetting if she moved the penny at the end of episode 6 of season 1. I don't think she did. So we only got it confirmed now. So, and once again, I said that if she does have that powers, which she does, those implications are massive. So we'll see how that affects the whole story going forward. And is it going to become like too overtly powerful? And how is JMS going to deal with that? That all being said, the leader of the Underground Railroad implied that she has other powers besides that. And at first, my one thought was, oh, is it empath, blah, blah, blah. But these other powers seem a little vague. Maybe it's just she's more powerful in general. She's able to keep Bester out. I'm scanning her mind about, what happened down in that tunnel, which we'll talk about momentarily. So she must be much higher than a P5 now. I mean, she was talking to people in the Underground Railroad members that were, P11s. That one lady was a P11, right? And then the leader said he's P12, maybe P13, because he was a member of the experiments that Psychor did on them with Ironton. Member's the wrong word, but he was a patient with Ironton, and they went through the same rigmarole there, but Ironton, of course, was pushed even further. Didn't he say like P20 at one point? And yeah, so that's all crazy stuff there. What happened in the tunnel? So they astro projected as a group and made Bester see that Talia was still on his side, and she actually is a murderer, and the Underground Railroad is kaput on Babylon 5. Now, my one confusion here is I thought the whole point of all that, Talia teaming up with the Underground Railroad and fooling Bester, was to make him think that the Underground Railroad is done, and that's true, but consequently, keep the Underground Railroad going and operating on Babylon 5. So I'm confused why that's not the case. Franklin made a comment saying that it's a little too hot on Babylon 5, which once again is confusing. I thought all that was to make it not hot, was to make it lukewarm or even cooler than lukewarm, so they could still continue the Underground Railroad on Babylon 5. So, confused there. Let me know if I missed something. Franklin being a part of all of it, that was crazy. Never saw that coming. I obviously was confused when he brought the news to Sheridan that, like, hey, the Underground Railroad member, the main guy, wants to meet. Like, why is Dr. Franklin getting this information? Why is it going through him? Well, what does he have to do with it? And what he has to do with is his morality as a doctor. He set up the underground clinic back in episode 21 of season 1, the Quality of Mercy. So great callback to that. Everything, so many great callbacks in this episode, guys. And Yeah, we dealt so much with something that happened in episode 6. Crazy good. Obviously, this is something that I know is going to be coming hot and heavy. A lot of the seeds from episode 1 are popping up, but it's still crazy to see because there's so many seeds from season 1. I meant to just say, and which ones are going to pop up where. We got one from episode 6 and 21, and we're like, and Jameis is like, let's throw this together and grow a garden, from a narrative. I'm a gardener, so maybe Jameis is a gardener like George R. R. Martin in his writing style. I don't know. I'm digressing and I'm rambling here. Going back to Talia, I talked about how her characterization was so multi-layered, so multi-layered from last episode, and now it's like, now that's through the roof. I called it an onion back then, but this is a blooming onion you get from Texas Roadhouse. Not that I frequent that restaurant kind of blows, but anyways, yeah, like, it's so crazy how deep her character has become, easily the deepest on the episode and of the series, I mean the show, and I don't think it's even close. It's wonderful. I could believe I got fooled by the projection as well. And even though it was crazy, like, oh my God, she's now a murderer. And maybe if that was true and that held for this episode, she could have had ulterior motives still for keeping Bester on her side. But no, she did still keep Bester on her side. It was just a projection. This was all fake. So, yeah, that's another plot device of the telepathy in this show. Astral projections. Crazy stuff. But it's good that not anyone can just do that on their own. That would just be too overtly powerful, and it would run amok of the narrative there. But they did it as a group. And Talia tipped the scales. The main guy said of the Underground Railroad that they couldn't do it without her. So I guess I would question, like, oh, well, like, why were you going to try without her? Or maybe they never were. So one aspect, it seems like, once again, we get a 180 from Talia, just like we got a 180 last episode, where when she was talking to all the Underground Railroad members, that one lady who got impregnated and got her daughter or son taken from her, she seemed really against it. She's like, I sympathize with you, but you're asking me to turn my world upside down. So it seems like she did another 180 off screen, as she did it off screen last episode. And that's not a criticism. It's just one thing that kind of throws the audience off. Dr. Franklin comes in, and does Dr. Franklin off screen convince her, or is he the reason that she's convinced to go through with this plan to protect the Underground Railroad? But once again, it's no longer on Babylon 5 anyway. So many moving pieces, and I feel like I'm doing an okay job keeping them all straight, but I know I could be doing a better job. So apologies for that. All right, let's get away from the A story. We got the B story with Sheridan and Ivanova, with Earth Central thinking their quarters are too large by 7 square feet, and they need to pay rent. So that's a fun little thing. I agree with Ivanova. Well, first of all, I agreed with Sheridan to, like, take a hard stand. But then when I saw that they were sleeping in his office, I'm like, well, this is never going to hold. Like, Ivanova's not going to want to do this for very long at all, even though she said she did. I bet one more night on that couch, she would have been like, all right, fuck this. And one more night of him snoring, fuck this. Your wife was a saint. But yeah, cool little funny B story. And just the moving of funds at the end. That's fine. That's a fine little way to conclude that. No big deal there. Yeah, I think I rambled enough. I'm sure there are going to be other things that I will talk about in the next intro, so keep on the lookout for that. I say that. You guys know when it's coming out. So another great episode of Babylon 5. I'll shut up. Thank you all for watching this reaction with me here on YouTube. Like I always say, if you like what I do and you want me to continue doing it, the easiest way to ensure that continues happening is to hit that subscribe button. It's right there. It's free. Also, leave a like, leave a comment down below letting me know not only what you thought of this episode, but of my reaction to it. And if you'd like further ways to support me, you can find my Patreon link down in the description below. 3 tiers, 3 further ways to support me beyond YouTube. All right, everyone. Don't ever forget, there is nothing in the dark. No pain, no fear, only the light.